Dubai is not only one of the most luxurious locations in the world, but it's also an abode to many of the world's wealthiest people. The thriving business hub has yielded many billionaires and millionaires who have enriched their pockets while also enriching the city. Today we have a look at 30 of the richest people in Dubai. Number 30. Sheikha Lubna Al Qasimi. Qasimi was once the Minister of International Cooperation and Development, where she championed great change and giant strides in the area of philanthropy towards foreign nations. Recently, she was also appointed as Minister of State for Tolerance. In this role, she has accomplished remarkable feats, including a diplomatic trip with Pope Francis. Earlier in 2004, she made history, becoming the first woman in Dubai to be appointed to a cabinet. Sheikha Lubna Al Qasimi is also currently ranked as one of the world's most powerful women according to Forbes' list. She's a member of the Sharjah ruling family, and her net worth is said to be about $90 million. Amongst her many achievements, including the establishment of the first B2B online marketplace in the Gulf and designing a system at the Dubai airport that reduced cargo turnaround times drastically, Sheikha Lubna is currently a member of the board of directors at the Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry. 29. Sheikha Mara. She is properly known as the Princess of Dubai. Sheikha Mara bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is also a humanitarian worker, businesswoman, and social media influencer. Her social media profiles are replete with pictures showing her in elegant regalia, lounging alone or at important functions. The 28-year-old is said to be worth about $300 million. With immense wealth at her disposal, it is reported that she changes her car every month and shuttles between countries using her private jet. She shares a love for exotic birds and horses with her father and other members of the Dubai royal family. The princess received the best education possible at a private academy for royals in Dubai before going to London for higher studies. Thereafter, she schooled at the prestigious Zayed University and is currently enrolled at the American University in Dubai. Number 28. Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikh Hamdan is the Crown Prince of Dubai, and he has enough wealth to show for it. He has an estimated net worth of $400 million. On his Instagram account, he often flaunts a calm yet luxurious lifestyle where he documents his many travels and a love for horses and exotic birds. Popularly called Fazza, he has a mind-blowing multi-million-dollar golden car collection made up of high-end luxury cars like the Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Aston Martin, and Bugatti. The prince has an astounding love for falcons and spends millions purchasing them and flying them into Dubai from England. He is also big on horses, camels, and a variety of rare wild cats. He has various properties in exclusive locations in Dubai and other countries. One of such is a penthouse at the beautiful Fairmont Pacific Rim in Canada and a 5-star hotel on the phenomenal man-made Palm Jumeirah Islands. Number 27. Huda Kattan. Huda Kattan is the richest woman on this list. No doubt her business establishment, Huda Beauty, rings a bell in the ears of people who are conversant with the makeup and beauty industry. She has a net worth of $560 million, a fortune she built as the founder and CEO of her cosmetics line. The US-born beauty blogger, entrepreneur, and makeup artist was born in Oklahoma, and she studied makeup artistry in California. Following this, she began to climb the ladder, gradually forging a name for herself in the beauty industry. Huda Beauty started as a blog in 2010 and later morphed into a multi-million-dollar business after the cosmetics line was founded in 2013. 39-year-old Huda Kattan, who was once employed in the finance industry, quit her job to begin selling false eyelashes. Today, she has over 50 million Instagram followers who consistently buy from more than 100 products that Huda Beauty has released. Number 26. Azad Mupin. Before relocating to Dubai in 1987, he started his career as a lecturer in the medical field at a government medical college in India. From being a teacher in an established school in his hometown, he started a small clinic. He is now the chairman and managing director of Asta DM Healthcare, which started with just a single doctor, but now has almost 400 facilities in countries all over the world and 3,000 doctors. Azad Mupin has also been very instrumental in the establishment and development of several healthcare initiatives and institutions, including the Malabar Institute of Medical Sciences Hospital in India. The first center was a 600-bed tertiary multi-care facility that opened in 2001, and yet another one, a 150-bed hospital, was established in 2009. Today, Aster MD treats over 10 million patients yearly, and Mupin has a net worth of over $1 billion. Number 25. Sunil Vaswani. He was born to Indian parents in Nigeria and currently lives in Dubai, where he manages his multiple business interests. His early years were spent in Nigeria and India before he proceeded to the United Kingdom for a degree in economics and accounting. At the age of 21, he took over his father's business in Nigeria, and thus his sojourn into the business world began. Today, he is the chairman of Stallion Group, founded in 1969. It is one of the largest companies in Africa, with an outstanding presence in almost 20 countries and over 10,000 employees in dozens of locations. It is involved in diverse sectors, including automobiles, food, FMCG, real estate, logistics, steel manufacturing, shipping, and financial services. It also has multiple assembly plants involved in the assembling of renowned automobile brands like Volkswagen, Nissan, Hyundai, Ashok, Iveco, and Leyland. Sunil Vaswani's current net worth is estimated at $1 billion. Number 24. Philip Day. The British billionaire is based in Dubai and owns a myriad of businesses with a net worth of $1.2 billion. From a young age, Philip Edward Day had began to show inclinations towards business and building wealth, as he would work multiple part-time jobs even as a student. Later on, he refused to go to university and decided to get started in his career in the clothing industry. Thereafter, he was singled out due to his excellence and invited to join Aquascutum, a luxury clothing manufacturer. He was only 28 and he stayed there for 5 years, rising to the rank of managing director. Today, the 57-year-old billionaire has acquired several notable companies, including the Edinburgh Woolen Mill Group, Pond & Mill, Rosebees, ProQuip, J. Norman, Austin Reed, Country Casuals, Jaeger, Bonmark, and Peacocks. 23. Raghuvinda Kataria. When the world was still sleeping on how far and wide the telecommunications bug would spread, people like Raghuvinda Katarina had seen the future and chose to take a bet on it. In the end, it paid, as the business mogul is now a renowned billionaire with major stakes in the telecommunications sector. He began his career at International Computers Limited, where he rose in the ranks to become the European treasurer of the company. Afterward, he played a crucial role in the formation of Jasmine Telecoms, a telecom operator in Thailand. When the sector was at its peak, he sold his minority stake in Bharti Airtel and made over $500,000 in the process. With a net worth of $1.3 billion, Kataria is the founder and chairman of Dubai investment firm Kataria Holdings. Number 22. Saket Burman. Some people build wealth and some others build on the wealth that was handed to them. For Saket Burman, he happened to be a fifth-generation member of a hugely successful family company belonging to the Burman clan. The company, Dabur, is one of the largest consumer good companies in India, with a variety of goods including the popular herbal toothpaste. In 2015, after Saket's father died, he inherited a minority stake of about 12% and a seat on the board of directors. He is currently the vice chair of Dabur International and boasts of assets in several sectors, including real estate and financial investments as well. 46-year-old Saket Burman completed his elementary education in India before proceeding to bag a bachelor's degree in marketing and finance from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The billionaire, who has a net worth of $1.6 billion, was born in India but now has homes in Dubai, Delhi, and London. Number 21. Divyank Turakia. In 2016, Divyank and his brother Bhavin got the technology world talking when they sold their tech firm, Media.net, for a whopping $900 million to a group of Chinese investors. This was not their first, as they had previously founded and sold for other companies, but it was by far their biggest. Today, Divyank continues to execute operations at Media.net under the new ownership. His love for technology started at a young age when he began to learn how to write lines of code as an 8-year-old boy. He reportedly started his first company with only $375, but today his net worth is $1.7 billion. In 22 years of rigorous work, he has committed himself to computer programming, building companies from scratch and investing in startups with good potential. Today, he lives in Dubai, reveling in the luxury his hard work now affords him. Number 20. Sunny Varkey. No one would have imagined that a man who never went past high school would set up an educational institution that would become one to be reckoned with internationally. Vaki was born to Indian parents who moved to Dubai in 1959, alongside other expatriates in search of greener pastures when oil was discovered in Dubai. With this mass migration came a need for English education for the children of foreign workers. In 1968, his parents established a school known as Our Own English High School to cater to the growing need for English education, and in 1980, at the age of 23, Vaki took over the operations of the institution. In the years that followed, he painstakingly increased the operations of the school and opened more branches, offering a variety of academic curricula. The 65-year-old billionaire expanded the large network of schools in 2000 by establishing Global Education Management Systems, or GEMS, a global advisory and educational management firm with an extensive network of kindergarten to grade 12 schools in countries all over the world. Today, Sunny Vaki is worth $1.8 billion. Number 19. Mohammed Khalaf Al Habtoor. Mohammed Khalaf Al Habtoor is currently at the helm of affairs of the Al Habtoor Group, a family business worth billions of dollars, as the vice president and CEO. He completed his elementary education in Dubai before proceeding to the United States for higher education, where he bagged multiple degrees and certifications in business and hospitality from the ATI Career Institute, University of Surrey, University of Slough, and Cornell University. Under his leadership, the Al Habtoor Group has experienced tremendous growth and development with the establishment of new ventures such as the Al Habtoor City, Al Habtoor Business Tower, Waldorf Astoria Dubai Palm Jumeirah, and Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. His current net worth is about $2 billion. Number 18. Ravi Pillai. He was only a farmer's son, but now he has a place on the list of the richest people in Dubai. Ravi Pillai had his elementary education and a degree in commerce in India, where he was born. His business inclinations began at the university when he lent some money to start a chit fund business. Years later, he started a construction business, but encountered many challenges which ended the endeavor. Thereafter, he decided to move to Saudi Arabia, where he teamed up with a partner who was well-versed in the Emirates and started from scratch in 1978. Today, he has built his company, the Ravi Pillai Group, into a giant construction company with yearly revenues of almost $8 billion. With a net worth of $2 billion, Pillai now lives in Dubai, but has several investments in his home country, India, where he has barbered stakes in the banking sector, hospitality, healthcare, and real estate. Number 17. Thaksin Shinawatra. How did a former prime minister of another country become one of the richest people in Dubai? Thaksin Shinawatra is a former prime minister of Thailand, but he has been living in the Arab nation for more than 10 years in a supposedly self-imposed exile after he was ousted by a military coup and barred from participating in political activities. However, aside from his political inclinations, Shinawatra was always a business-savvy man who started his foray into the world of business as a young police officer. Together with his wife, he tried several businesses, but they all ended in failure and plunged him into debt. Yet he continued to try his hands at several ventures, including a cable television network. Today, with a net worth of $2.1 billion, he has achieved success in the business world. He is the founder of Advanced Info Service, a mobile operations firm, and Shin Corporation, an IT and telecommunications company, among several other successful ventures. Number 16. Saif Ahmed Belhassa. In 2007, when he won the CEO Middle East Business Expansion Award, it was not surprising, as Saif Ahmed Belhassa had indeed made a mark in the business world. With a degree in business management from Al Ain University of Science and Technology and a master's degree from the United States, he has continued to run the renowned Belhassa International Company. His career started in Saif Belhassa Holding Company, founded by his father, yet he wasn't given any special treatment and had to work his way up the corporate ladder, becoming general manager before taking over the operations of the company. Perhaps it was this painstaking process that forged his success. With companies all over the world and involved in several sectors ranging from travel, retail, tourism, advertising, metal, and fashion to real estate, the successful businessman has a net worth of about $2.1 billion. Number 15. Abdullah Al Futtaim. The billionaire Emirati is the owner of Al Futtaim Group, which is currently being run by his son, who sits on the board as the vice chairman and CEO. Al Futtaim had built a fortune in the automotive world, retail, and real estate. He is estimated to have a net worth of about $2.4 billion, as often seen in the company of other Arab billionaires with whom he executes various business dealings. As far back as 1955, the Al Futtaim Group was already the sole distributor of Toyota, a major automaker. They had this exclusive advantage in the entire region of the United Arab Emirates and still do to this day. In addition to this, the company also has UAE licenses for several renowned retail stores, including Hertz, Toys R Us, Marks & Spencer, and IKEA. They also own the Dubai Festival City, Dubai Festival Plaza, Cairo Festival City, and Doha Festival City. Number 14. Shamsher Vialil. He is the billionaire son-in-law of another billionaire MA, Yusuf Ali, who is also on this list. Shamsher Vialil is the founder and CEO of an extensive network of companies known as Borgil Holdings. He had his early education and a medical degree in India before proceeding to the United States, where he completed a radiology fellowship at the Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. While in the United Arab Emirates, he worked as a radiologist for close to a year before opening his hospital. Now, VPS Healthcare has over 23 hospitals and more than 100 medical centers in 4 countries. Vialil is also a member of the UAE Medical Council, a member of the advisory committee of the University of Sharjah College of Medicine, and a board member of the Abu Dhabi University. His net worth is $2.6 billion, and he has stakes in other firms, including Amanat Holdings and Response Plus Holdings. Number 13. Hussein Sajwani. This is the face behind the Dubai-based luxury real estate developer Damac Properties, which was founded in 2002. But his story doesn't begin here. His humble background provided an entrepreneurial background for him, as both his parents were local traders. Sajwani began his foray into business in Dubai at a time when foreigners were not allowed to own property. So his first business was in food services, where he catered to construction companies, including the renowned Bechtel as well as the US military. In 2001, Dubai made it possible for expatriates to own properties, and so he founded a property development giant, Damac Properties, which is now one of the largest in the Middle East. It has developed properties for the high and mighty, including 2 golf courts for Donald Trump. Today, the billionaire also operates Damac Mason Hotels and Resorts and has a net worth of $2.7 billion. Number 12. Saif Al-Ghurair. He founded the Al-Ghurair Group in 1960. It is heavily invested in the real estate sector as well as the manufacturing of steel. Other business interests of the conglomerate include banking, retail, and the hospitality sector. By 2004, the company had opened its second Bourjuman Center, one of the oldest shopping malls in Dubai. By 2006, the Al-Ghurair Group became the largest manufacturer of polypropylene films used for lamination and food packaging. Saif Al-Ghurair accomplished this feat through a merger of 3 companies: Dubai Polyfilm, Egypt's Technopack, and Oman's AKPP to form a new company called Tagleaf Industries. The billionaire businessman was said to have a net worth of approximately $3 billion before his death in 2019 at the age of 95. His sons are currently at the helm of affairs, ensuring that his legacy lives on. Number 11. Abdullah bin Ahmad Al-Ghurair. In 1967, Al-Ghurair founded Mashreq Bank, a high-ranking financial institution in the United Arab Emirates, where he served as the chairman up until 2019, when he stepped down from his position but remained on the board. At this time, his company, Al-Ghurair Group, had expanded its operations to include a pasta brand named Janan. Today, the Al-Ghurair Group of companies is a name to reckon with in the construction world. It was involved in the building of the phenomenal Dubai Metro, a rapid transit rail network in the thriving city. The exterior of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, was also executed by the construction giant. With a net worth of $3 billion, he also owns Oman Insurance, which is now named Sukoon. He is also the brother of Saif Al-Ghurair, a notable billionaire who passed away in 2019. Number 10. Joy Alucas. Born to a jeweler father, Joy Alucas has now built wealth from the same endeavor. He was born in India in the same year his father opened his first jewelry showroom in 1956. This became the family business, and in 1987 he traveled to the Middle East to launch the family's first overseas branch. By 2001, Alucas founded his own jewelry company, Joy Alucas Jewelry, and his rise to fame and fortune began. In a little over half a decade, he proceeded to open the largest diamond and gold jewelry showroom in the world. Not long after, he opened the first diamond cave in his birth country, India. He also extended his business acumen beyond jewelry with other businesses in retail, fashion, and real estate. Some of the other companies he owns include Mall of Joy, Joya Lucas, Lifestyle Developers, Jolly Silks, and Joya Lucas Exchange. Today, Joya Lucas's net worth is approximately $3.1 billion. Number 9. B.R. Shetty. Bhavaguthu Raghuram Shetty is a successful Indian-born businessman who had his pharmaceutical education and early career in India before migrating to Dubai in 1973. He went on to found New Medical Center in 1975 when he discovered a need for a more accessible healthcare system. Today, the Medical Institute, which started with Shetty's wife as the only doctor, is now the biggest healthcare provider in the UAE with millions of patients in countries all over the world. In 2003, he also founded Neopharma, a pharmaceutical company founded to manufacture quality drugs and distribute them at affordable prices. It includes a research section dedicated to the development of advanced methodologies in the sector. Aside from his strides in the medical and pharmaceutical field, he also took over the reins of the UAE Exchange in 1980 in a bid to make it easier for expatriates to send money to their families in their home countries. Under his governance, it expanded operations to more than 30 countries. The business tycoon, who has a net worth of $3.1 billion, is also involved in philanthropic activities. Number 8. Mukesh Wadumal Jagtiani. From taxi driver to baby product seller to billionaire, Jagtiani's rise to fortune was certainly not a fairy tale. At 71, the Indian-born businessman who lives in Dubai is worth $3.3 billion today. He had his elementary education in India and then moved to London to attend an accounting school. Unfortunately, he couldn't complete his program and had to drop out. After driving taxis for a while, he returned to Bahrain. His brother had just passed away, leaving behind a shop that he took over and began to sell baby products. A decade later, he expanded operations, opening more shops in the city, but just as things were beginning to look up, the Gulf War happened. So, Jagtiani packed himself up and moved to Dubai, where he established a conglomerate known as the Landmark Group. Today, that company has stakes in electronics, hospitality, fashion, and furniture, with almost 50,000 employees and more than 1,000 outlets. Number 7. Feroz Alana. He is the founder of a fast-moving consumer goods company known as the Alana Group of Companies, as well as the owner of the giant food production company IFFCO. The two companies work together, with one producing and the other distributing goods. Perhaps this is one of the core secrets of the success of this billionaire. The Alana Group has its headquarters in Dubai, with other offices spread across the Emirates. It is involved in the distribution of goods such as frozen foods and oils, plus the provision of institutional services. The food production company IFFCO has been involved in manufacturing for notable names such as Igloo, Al Baker, Tiffany, Noor, London Dairy, and Ragnar. The 52-year-old man currently boasts a net worth of $4.3 billion and resides in Dubai, where he lives a luxurious lifestyle that he can afford. Number 6. Majid Al Futtaim. The founder of Majid Al Futtaim Holding had a net worth of $4.3 billion and had built his company into a giant conglomerate with worldwide recognition. The company is now run by his son and other management staff. It has a myriad of operations in different sectors, including entertainment, lifestyle, leisure, retail, and real estate. Today, it owns over 25 shopping malls, more than 400 Carrefour outlets, and a dozen of hotels across the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. Some notable malls are the Mall of Egypt in Cairo and the Mall of the Emirates in Dubai, which even has an indoor ski slope. Both locations are hotspots for residents and visitors alike. Al Futtaim is famed to have owned one of the most luxurious yachts in the world, the Quattro L, and was the cousin of another famed billionaire, Abdullah Al Futtaim. Number 5. Abdul Aziz Al Ghuraiya. This is yet another billionaire from the Al Ghuraiya family. He is the current chairman of Mashreq Bank and also sits on the board of directors of the Al Ghuraiya Group of Companies. He has a net worth of $4.8 billion and has been heavily invested in philanthropy and development projects in the Emirati region, some of which include a $1.1 billion pledge to the Abdullah Al Ghuraiya Foundation for education and other monetary contributions to UAE Disabled Sports Federation, UNICEF, and UNESCO. Al Ghuraiya started his career with a degree in industrial engineering from the California Polytechnic State University. Since 1976, 1997, he has painstakingly overseen operations in Maastricht Bank, setting up new branches in countries all over the world. He was CEO for over 3 decades, beginning in 1990, and under his leadership, the Emirati Bank achieved several feats, including being the first to launch ATMs and other novel financial services in the United Arab Emirates. Number 4. M.A. Yusuf Ali. When people call Ali the retail king, their praise is more than valid. The phenomenal businessman governs Lulu Group International, a company that rakes in billions worth of revenue yearly, but his story begins in a small village in India where he spent his early years. In 1973, he moved to the United Arab Emirates to work with his uncle, the founder of the Lulu Group of companies. Ali worked on developing the retail sector of the company by establishing a supermarket chain known as the Lulu Hypermarket. It spread like wildfire throughout the emirate, with diverse products including frozen foods and non-food items. They were responsible for distribution to several hotels, restaurants, and catering services. Today, the company has hundreds of stores and malls across the Middle Eastern terrain. Ali, who is now 67 years old, has also sponsored several humanitarian projects and is now worth $5.6 billion. Number 3. Vinod Shantilal Shah Adani. Vinod's foray into business began in the textile industry, a business that his father had also undertaken. He built the company, establishing operations in India before moving to Singapore to build his portfolio and penetrate the international market. In 1994, he moved to Dubai, where he continued to expand his business interests, trading in other commodities such as sugar, oil, aluminium, iron scrap, and copper. Now, he has several multi-million-dollar business interests in energy and infrastructure and recorded a tremendous increase in wealth in 2022, multiplying his wealth by almost 10 times in the last 5 years. Not surprisingly, with a net worth of $8.9 billion, he is also the elder brother of one of the richest men in the world, Gautam Adani. However, Vinod has been surrounded by multiple controversies concerning claims of tax evasion and changing his name by adding a Shah to evade sanctions. Number 2. Paul Durov. If you ever wondered who owned the social media platform Telegram, well, he is no other than Paul Durov. According to Forbes, he is considered to be the richest man in the United Arab Emirates with a net worth of $15.1 billion. Durov was born in Russia, but has now made Dubai his home. His foray into the world of tech can be traced back to 2006 when he co-founded vContacte. Following a series of troubles due to his refusal to take down the pages of some prominent individuals and divulge the personal information of some of VK's users, he was dismissed as CEO in 2014. After this, he left Russia and began to focus on building another platform, Telegram, which is today one of the most used social media platforms with over 600 million users. Its headquarters are now in Dubai, where Durov stays with his 2 children. Number 1. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Of course, the ruler of Dubai has to be on the list of the richest people in Dubai. The net worth of the Dubai royal family is $15 billion, and the sheikh spares no cost in living luxuriously. The mere sight of the Zabil Palace tells you that there's more than enough money at the disposal of the monarch. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has dedicated a large portion of his life to the development of Dubai from when his father was on the throne. Today, he is a major reason why the thriving city is in a season of infrastructural bloom and financial prosperity. In building the wealth of Dubai, he has also built wealth for himself and the monarchy as a whole. He had a variety of real estate acquisitions in Dubai and overseas. His love for horses has also inspired him to establish some of the largest studs and horse breeding projects in the world. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. If it's inspired you, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our new videos.